Hey there! Ever feel like your whole day just flies by without you even noticing? You wake up full of energy and say, "Today, I'm going to finish everything." But suddenly it's night, and the most important tasks are still not done. You spend hours on small, unimportant details, while the tasks that could actually change your life keep getting postponed day after day, and the result? Stress, pressure, and guilt. Not because you didn't work hard, but because you didn't focus on what really matters. If this sounds familiar, then this video is made for you. Today we'll explore key ideas and practical steps to help you take control of your time and get things done smartly. This episode is based on the book, Eat That Frog, Get More of the Important Things Done Today by Brian Tracy. Let's dive in. 1. Start with the hard stuff. Eat the frog. Mark Twain once said, "If the first thing you do in the morning is eat a live frog, you can go through the day knowing it's probably the worst thing that will happen." Brian uses the frog as a metaphor for your biggest, hardest task, the one you keep avoiding. The more you postpone it, the more it drains your energy and your focus. Even if you finish 20 small things, your brain keeps sending you stress signals about that one big task. But when you start your day by eating the frog, finishing the hardest job first, you feel a huge sense of relief and momentum to keep going. It's like carrying a heavy rock in your backpack. As long as it's there, you'll feel weighed down. But once you drop it, walking feels so much lighter. So, if you have a tough client call, a boring report, or that heavy email you keep delaying, don't put it off. Close everything else and do it first. You'll be surprised how easy the rest of your day feels after. Think right now, what's the frog you've been putting off since yesterday? Or even last week? And why not tackle it first thing, tomorrow morning? 2. Set clear priorities. Brian stresses that the difference between productive people and busy but unproductive people is simple: choosing the right tasks at the right time. This is where the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, comes in. It says that 80% of results come from just 20% of efforts. 20% of customers bring 80% of profits. 20% of the material you study gives you 80% of your grades. 20% of daily habits shape 80% of your life and health. So, focus on the crucial 20% that truly makes a difference. Reduce or drop the rest. If you spend your day on small, urgent, but unimportant tasks, you'll never feel real progress. Ask yourself every day, if I only do 3 things today, which 3 will give me the biggest sense of accomplishment? 3. Plan your day before it starts. Brian says, every minute spent planning saves 10 minutes in execution. Planning doesn't take long, but it saves you hours of wasted time and random decisions. If you write down your top 3 to 5 tasks the night before, your subconscious works on them while you sleep. You'll wake up already prepared, like setting a GPS before the trip. You start the day knowing exactly where you're headed, but writing a list isn't enough. What matters most is how you rank it. You can't just do it randomly. It has to be ordered by true priority. So you begin with what really matters. Ask yourself, do I start my day with a clear plan? Or do I just let circumstances decide? 4. Protect your focus from distractions. Remember the book Dopamine Detox? We talked about how distractions steal our focus and trap us in constant interruptions. Brian emphasizes the same idea. The problem isn't just the 1 minute you take to reply to a notification. It's the 20 minutes lost trying to regain deep focus afterward. The fix is simple. Set specific times to check emails or messages, and keep the rest of your day for deep, focused work. Try working for 1 full hour with no notifications, no phone. You'll be amazed how much more you accomplish. Ask yourself, how much of my day do I lose because of unnecessary notifications or messages? 5. Work in deep focus sessions. Your brain needs time to get into a flow state, and constant interruptions to prevent that. If you keep switching tasks, You'll never reach the depth needed to truly concentrate. Deep focus is like diving into the ocean. You need time to go deep enough to see the beauty below. But if you keep surfacing, you'll never experience it. The solution? Work in time blocks. For example, spend 60 to 90 minutes on one project without interruptions, then take a 10-minute break. The difference is huge. Ask yourself, am I giving myself the chance to get into flow, or am I breaking my focus all the time? 6. Break big tasks and start immediately. Big tasks can be intimidating and cause procrastination. Brian says, break them into smaller steps and start with the easiest. The key is to take the first step right away, even if it's tiny, because action creates momentum. Got a huge presentation? Just write the main headings first. The important thing is to start. Ask yourself, what project am I postponing? And what's the smallest first step I can take right now? 7. Learn to say no. Brian considers no one of the most powerful tools to protect your time. It doesn't mean refusing to help others. It means knowing the difference between what's urgent and what's truly important. Every yes you give to something unimportant is a no to something that matters more. That's why successful people pause before agreeing, weighing their commitments carefully. For example, if a friend asks for help during your focused work time, you can say, I'll be glad to help once I finish this task. Then I can give you my full attention. That way you're not refusing, you're prioritizing. Ask yourself, how many times have I said yes too quickly and regretted it later? 8. Use your peak hours. Everyone has a time of day when they're most energetic and sharp. That's your mental prime time. Use it for your hardest, most important work. If you waste it on small tasks, you'll end up doing the big ones when you're already tired. If you're a morning person, schedule your top priorities between 8 and 11 a.m. and leave routine tasks for later. Ask yourself, do I know my peak hours, and am I using them wisely? 9. Review priorities and keep improving. Brian reminds us, success isn't just about getting things done. It's about constant improvement and regularly reviewing your priorities. Life changes. What mattered yesterday may not matter today. Flexibility lets you adjust quickly instead of repeating mistakes blindly. Think of it like checking your car mirrors while driving. You need to adjust your path to avoid problems. At the end of each day or each week, ask yourself, what did I achieve? What worked well? What needs adjusting? Even small improvements, done consistently, make a massive difference. The important thing is not to keep going on the same pattern without stopping to ask yourself, am I really growing? Or just repeating the same mistakes over and over? 10. Start now. Don't wait for perfection. Brian warns against wasting time chasing perfection. Do it well, then move on. Perfection is an illusion. If you wait for the perfect conditions, you'll never start. Procrastination kills opportunities. Every day you delay is a day lost from your future. Start with what you have and improve along the way. Like a ship in the harbor, it will never reach anywhere while docked. It needs to sail first, then adjust its course at sea. So, if you want to start a new project, don't wait until everything's perfect. Begin now, even with the smallest step. The important thing is to start. Ask yourself, a year from now, will I be glad I started today, or regret that I waited? In a nutshell, Brian Tracy says, success isn't about working more. It's about working smarter. Start with the hard stuff. Plan your day. Protect your focus. Work deeply. Break big tasks. Say no when needed. Use your peak hours. Review and adjust. Don't wait for perfection. Start today with what matters most. Because your time is your life, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. In the next episode, We'll dive into a book that shows you how to build success from very tiny details. A book that proves big achievements don't come from giant leaps, but from small, repeated steps that make a huge difference over time. You'll learn how to build new habits easily, break the ones holding you back, and transform your life with a simple, practical system. Get ready for our next book, Atomic Habits, a title that may sound small, but carries incredible power to completely change the way you see your life. See you next time.